Hey guys, it's Amanda Fisher from Amanda Fisher Coaching, back for another Monday mashup. And I have been kind of mulling this topic around in my brain kind of for the last couple days because it kind of lights a fire in me just a little bit. And I used to make a lot of the mistakes that I'm going to talk about today. So I just kind of wanted to share the things that I think about, the things that the mistakes that I've made and the mistakes that I see people making frequently with workouts, and just some workout dumbassery that I see day in and day out, training clients or on social media, the portrayal of working out, and dumb shit that personal trainers post their clients doing, just things that light a fire in my belly, that just do not have to be. So really the title of Monday Mashup today is Workout Dumbassery, and then I have 3 mistakes that I've made myself that I see people commonly making with workouts, and the assumptions that happen inside of working out, that I want to either demystify, debunk, or just clear up so we can just stop doing this dumb shit. Okay, so anyway, problem number 1, or mistake number 1 that I see all the time, and I have made it, this mistake over and over myself. I've had to relearn this lesson of not making this mistake many times, but I still see it in the CrossFit atmosphere, in the go hard, go big, go home, go beast mode atmosphere, all that kind of stuff. Mistake number 1, workouts feel like they need to be synonymous with a battle, with a war, or with a, all-out mentality. If you didn't puke and pass out during this workout, it wasn't good enough, that kind of thing. And it's just this huge barrier for most people. So often we get caught up in, we want to be well-intentioned. We have good, we equate passing out during a workout to healthy, and puking during a workout to healthy, and annihilating yourself during a workout to healthy. Or, we did this workout mimicked after, we named it the Battle of whatever, and whatever. And it's just kind of like, oh my God, you guys, we have to back off of this a little bit because it's really doing us a disservice. Mistake number 2, going hard 7 days a week, balls to walls every day, right? Team no rest days. And that's a real problem because healthy workout programs do have rest days, and they are vital. They're necessary. Mistake number 3, I kind of already alluded to, but if you're not puking or passing out at your workout, or if you're not burning 1,000 calories per workout, it wasn't enough. You didn't do enough. If you did not feel sore, feel like death, feel like you were dying, can't walk the next day, you did not do enough during your workout. And that's just simply not the truth. And so all of these mistakes, I've made them, no questions asked. I've been in this business for almost 6 years now, and I've been lifting for upwards of 10, probably close to 12 or 13. And in those early years, I'm not going to lie to you, you can check me off on every one of those mistakes. I did them day in and day out, and I can remember a lot of those things, and fitness is a lot more fun for me right now than it used to be back in the day. Although it was really cool to say I did a lot of those things even though I didn't do them well, I think we just, get so trapped up in what some fitness person is doing, on their Instagram profile versus, and we're trying to copy that versus actually back off and consider, should I be doing this shit? Is this something that my body should do? All of these mistakes basically kind of lead into the ultimate thing, is it almost makes fitness impossible or feel impossible for the person who wants to get into fitness, or for the person who wants to use fitness in a healthy way to enhance their life. It also, you can kind of get caught up into the fact of, well, I saw so-and-so doing, a 300-pound deadlift on Instagram, and she, looks like I do, and I should be able to do the same thing as her, whatever. And so I'm going to try it. And we just get caught up into doing exercises and exercise programs that we shouldn't, that don't take any consideration or account for any of our limitations or, how we move. And it's not to say that, workouts or my workouts or the workouts that I, have my clients doing or whatever. It's not to say that those workouts shouldn't have intensity in them. We're not sitting around eating bonbons while we're working out by any means, but there is very strategic intensity, smart intensity. We are, creating the ability to keep going in your workout. You're not just annihilating yourself workout after workout, So after having a couple years of fitness under my belt, a couple years of lifting under my belt for the for the most part, of my own, my own personal lifting programs and programs that I've followed from other people and whatever, and then turning that into, coaching certifications and knowledge and learning how the body actually works and adapts, and then taking that expertise and then turning that into coaching many women and men who are focused on getting healthier, focused on moving better, focused on, looking a certain way, getting stronger, that kind of thing. You really learn a whole bunch of things about what works and what does not. And so what I'm going to tell you or share with you for some kind of solutions to the workout dumbassery that I have made myself and that I see day in and day out on social media and Instagram and personal trainers around my area making, or people that, say that they're personal trainers and maybe quite aren't. I do have 3 pieces of information that I think are super valuable that will help you think a little bit different about how you put your workout program together, so you don't have to be the dumbass in the gym killing yourself day in and day out, and you are still that person who keeps repeating those workouts and getting better without getting injured, right? That's the goal. If you want to be fit, you cannot just do one workout that was kick-ass and left you in a pile of sweat and soreness, so sore that you can't move for a week. A fit person actually moves or trains frequently during the week. You have to be able to repeat workouts, right? You have to. Otherwise, good luck, because you're not just a one and done person if you just did this crazy ass workout so you could post it on Instagram and, tag a whole bunch of people in it so you look cool for like a day. You got to be able to do this shit day in and day out. And the goal long term is always to get better, not to annihilate, right? So anyway, solution number 1, or point to think about. First point, realistic. Back into this number. How many days per week on the craziest week of your life can you realistically commit to training? How many days is that? Is that 3? Is that 4? Is that 2? It sure as hell isn't 7 unless you're a professional athlete getting paid to do this. If you're not making a paycheck on your fitness, you have no business training like a professional athlete, in my opinion. Your life and your mortgage payments do not depend on you working out, right? So realistically, how many days on your shittiest week, your craziest week, can you train? Name that number, and now that is your new goal. That's the number of days that you are going to work out. Yes, some weeks are going to have more, and that is awesome. We're going to assume that we're going to call that icing on the cake, literally. But some weeks will be like, oh, I scraped by and I just got that number, and that is perfect. Within that realistic number of workouts, waive the intensity, right? And that sounds really like a fancy term. Waive the intensity. What does that mean? Some of those workouts should be easy-ish, easier. Some of them should be moderately hard. Maybe one here and there every couple of weeks should be an all-out test. I would even argue that would be every couple of months that should be an all-out test, okay? So how many days realistically can you train per week on the craziest week of your life? And then within that, waive the intensity of the workouts. Some easy ones, some medium ones, some really challenging ones every once in a while. Okay, and that's just smart. That gives you that basically builds up your confidence, because you're crushing those workouts, week in and week out, in a realistic way that fits itself nicely into your life. You can keep repeating that stuff, and then that waiving of the intensity really does just ensure you can get out of bed the next day and you can do it again. Right? You can do it again for your next workout. You are not so sore, annihilated, fatigued, whatever, that you need to back off. You can just wake up, you can get to your next training day, and here you go. You can do it again. Cool? Solution number 2, always, 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 quality over quantity. How many quality reps can you do that look beautiful, right? How many quality reps can you do that feel and help you move without pain? How many quality reps can you do where your head's in the game and you can feel the mind-muscle connection in your body? How many of those? I think we get so impressed or drawn in by the sexiness that is like a CrossFit workout, which is you gotta do 50 wall balls and 100 double unders and 50 back squats and then 790 pounds worth of deadlifts, but then finish it off with 200 box jumps, because we're all about reps there. Quantity. CrossFit workouts are typically quantity. Don't care how you look, just get the shit done, right? We need to back off of that, and we want to be in our game. Quality, quality, quality trumps quantity. Every workout, every rep, every time. And if you think about quality over quantity, in my book, that means leaving a few reps in the tank for the next workout, most workouts of the time. Every workout is not a PR day. It's not a chance to beat your last workout. Those workouts do happen, but there are a little more scarce, right? And then think about long term, getting better over time, not getting annihilated every frickin' session, right? So quality, quality, quality always trumps quantity, okay? Third thing that I want you guys to keep in mind, choose exercises that mimic the life that you have and mimic the body that you have, not the life and the body you think you should have, right? So in my mind, that basically means giving yourself a big frickin' ego check. Are you the person that should be doing a 300-pound deadlift if you just had a baby a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago? No. Are you the person that should be doing box jumps if you deal with arthritis in your knees and joint issues and a whole bunch of other stuff? No. Right? So I want you to think about all the things that you do in your life. Are you a busy parent? We need to be strategic about what is in your workouts. Are you a busy working professional that has stress levels through the roof and your workout times are 45 minutes 3 times a week to de-stress and just get inside of your body? We need to be strategic about what's inside of your workout. We don't need to add more unnecessary stress in places that will eventually turn into an injury, right? So let's be strategic about the life that you have today and for the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, however long your workout program is, or that, like the workout cycle that you're following, and creating that in such a way that makes you better, that makes you feel more energetic, that leaves you a little gas left in the tank, and that just doesn't suck the life out of you, right? And it's also important to consider what's the body that you're in right now. It's super sexy to toss 300 pounds on a barbell and try to rip it off the floor or back squat it for reps. And unfortunately, that is a really big disaster for so many people because they haven't earned the right through tons of kettlebell goblet squats and lunges and kettlebell swings and deadlifts. They haven't earned the right to that intensity yet. So think about choosing exercises that mimic your life and the body that you have. The overarching principle that I want you to think about in that little scenario is that over time, if you start doing the movements that maybe don't seem so cool, they seem a little bit more beginner-ish, doing those in such a way that helps you master that movement pattern, helps you master your form, helps you master your alignment and your breathing, doing that over and over and over again is what actually earns you the right to do the cool shit that people are posting on Instagram, right? So consider that. Not everybody is a power lifter. Not everybody has the body or the life or the mobility or the ability to do crazy ass shit with a barbell. Not everybody has the right to do walking lunges, for that matter. We have to respect the body that we're in. If we respect the boundaries that our body gives us and respect the boundaries that our life gives us, if you work just under that boundary or just under that wire, or that threshold of too much to too, whatever, if we work just underneath there and just kind of keep humming along, it is really cool how much progress you make and how quickly you make it by respecting your boundaries first and earning the right to do crazy shit over time. Cool? So I don't want this to sound like, Amanda programs lame-ass workouts that basically involve breathing on the floor and whatever. That's not the truth. You can make workouts intense in a variety of ways that are still appropriate for your body, your life, the progression of making you and your body move better and do cooler shit long term. That's just how it works. You can't fake out your body. You can't do a ton of cool things that look impressive, so you can get a good Instagram video of it and post it, and then expect your body long term to behave or to be happy or to be pain free. It's not going to happen. You will pay the piper eventually down the road. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't be fooled by what you see on Instagram, on social media, or whatever. Take into consideration who is posting the things that look badass. Who is telling you to do these things? Do they have training that, warrants their advice? Do they have the know-how to, kind of help you sort through that stuff? Get really detailed about that kind of stuff, and don't settle for things that don't feel right, don't fit right, don't make you move right, all that kind of thing. Let's just back off of this workout dumbassery and get into this whole, realistic approach to how we can do this, make it fun, make it feel good, and make this function long term, right? The goal in my book is always to get better. I don't coach people to be professional athletes. That is not my game. I coach every day, I call it like everyday Janes. Like I'm a normal female. I'm a mom. I have stuff going on. I have a busy life. You have a busy life. We need our fitness to fit into that life. We don't need our life to revolve around our fitness. Otherwise, we're kind of missing out on a whole bunch of cool shit that's already happening in our life, right? So there's my thoughts. Workout dumbassery, how we can avoid it. Let me know if you spot any workout dumbassery online, because I'm sure now that you have some of this under your belt, you're going to take this and go, yeah, some of this kind of stuff looks a little bit like workout dumbassery, right? So you guys have a happy Monday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.